Hello, and thank you for stopping in to the Rhizome Connect. My name is Crystal Smith, and this is a presentation on my little project called Army to Army Events. Army to Army Events. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Army to Army Events. A little introduction to Army Events. We are an Army-run group that provides fun, safe, and entertaining events for all Army during the tour weekends, currently in Chicago only. The purpose of this group and organization is to help Army have concert experiences that are even more enjoyable. From VIP events to group chats to giveaways and more, we want to make sure all Army experiencing a new city is fun, enjoyable, and safe. For those traveling alone, we help find hotels in safe areas of town. We help navigate the cities using public transportation and help collaborate with carpooling. We also offer a list of places to eat, shop, and hang out. Our number one priority is the safety of all Army. A little bit of background regarding Army to Army events. So in the beginning of 2019, I was looking at attending the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour in Chicago at Soldier Field. Now, I've always attended K-pop events with friends, but this year I was going solo. I loved hanging out with fellow Army and finding places to eat and shop, and I wanted to offer the same opportunities to all Army attending the concert at Soldier Field in May 2019. So, with a few items written down and several ideas in my head, I began Army to Army events. From planning to organizing to execution, I did it all myself. While it was a lot of work and time, it was 1,000% worth it in the end. Now, the overall objective for Army to Army events has always been to help provide a safe, fun, adventurous weekend for all Armies that attend the concerts, whether it's in Chicago or in the future in other cities around both the country and the world. A brief description for Army to Army events is we are an Army-run organization. We help fans traveling solo or those that have never been to the city before find safe places to stay, new and interesting places to eat and shop, and we offer VIP events at a cost to Army that wish to join. Now you're wondering, who can participate in the events held by Army to Army events? Well, if you're a fan of BTS and are going to a concert in Chicago, you are more than welcome to join in on our events. We post online on our Facebook groups, on our Facebook page, as well as Instagram and Twitter, all events being held around that weekend's shows. You're more than welcome to contact us to get more information, and we love to see new faces every time. So what could the results be for a group that just started a little over a year ago? Well, to start with, I started a group on Facebook called We Are Army to Army. Now, the actual title of the group does change depending on the tour or what we've got going on in general. This group now has just over 1,900 members and is growing every day. I also started a Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter called Army to Army Events. And we have a YouTube channel that offers videos of all the adventures, both past and present, and ideas for future concert weekends of things Armies would like to do. We do have a very active fan base in this group that posts all things BTS and have even started to include other K-pop acts. Right now, we're only doing tour announcements, but are in hopes to do events during their shows as well. Now, during the May 2019 show in Chicago, I planned and held an Army VIP dinner for 75 at Ajuma's Apron in Chinatown. A get-together and giveaway also in Chinatown at the Square. And after the show on day 1, we did a VIP karaoke gathering at Sakura Karaoke Bar in Chinatown for those that were 21 and over. On Mother's Day, right before the day 2 show, I held an Army picnic in Millennium Park that had just over 3,000 attendees. One of the things we did as a group was head to the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself spot for the pop-up store. That in itself was a whole adventure none of us were prepared for. Now, the pictures here are going to be predominantly the girls that hung out with me and actually stayed with me in the hotel because they are the ones I have permission to use the pictures of. I took thousands and thousands of pictures while we were there and videos, but here are just a few to highlight the adventures in the pop-up store. As for the dinner for 75 at Ajuma's Apron in Chinatown and Chicago, we narrowed down Mickey's general menu to offer just a few selections to make it easier not only on us as patrons, but on her staff. Instead of having a full menu where everybody just orders whatever, we wanted to offer something more streamlined, and also took into consideration any food allergies that any of our attendees had. Now, the picnic in Millennium Park for Mother's Day turned out to be way bigger than I had imagined, and unfortunately, after some of these photos were taken, I got a little bombarded by people and was no longer able to take any pictures. However, you can see around the bean that not every one of those is just your everyday average tourist. This was just the beginning of the picnic. By the end of it, there were so many in Millennium Park that we had all I could do to walk around without bumping into an army from somewhere across the globe. Now, the VIP karaoke for those that were 21 and over held at the Sakura Karaoke Bar in Chinatown, actually just a couple doors down from Ajuma's Apron, was amazing. We ended up having approximately 8 of the 25 that reserved actually show up, but we made the best of it and enjoyed an amazing time of singing, dancing, drinking, and of course, eating. Now, that being said, I don't have many pictures from inside the karaoke bar as they were limiting the amount of photography and videography that I was allowed to do in there. But as you can see from the couple of photos I've posted, we had an amazing time and had actually planned on doing it again for this tour. Fortunately, as with everything else, it had to be postponed. But y'all can look forward to it as soon as tour dates are announced. Now, of course, you have to have some random, unplanned adventures in downtown Chicago when you're there. So, myself and one of the girls in my group, Yua, who is also one of my moderators, and I decided to take a gander and wander around downtown Chicago after the pop-up store. That being said, I got some amazing photos of her. She's extremely photogenic. And she took a couple of me as well. And of course, you have to get the skyline. That being said, can't wait to do more adventures with more fellow Army. And who knows, maybe we can even do a bigger, better downtown random adventure the next tour. Now, after all the fun and adventures and doing all the events we had for Army, it was now showtime. Everyone enjoyed the show, whether you attended any of our events or not. We had a blast taking everyone out, showing them around the city, and enjoying the boys. That being said, everyone can't wait until they return. I, for one, am extremely anxious and can't wait to do more events and adventures for Army. In conclusion, we decided that we had a lot of fun and was giving so much love for everything that we had done, and we are eternally grateful for all those that attended and those that ended up helping me in the very end. I am always grateful for those that decided to hang out with us and enjoy some of the events that we have to offer, and for those that were looking forward to future events during future concert weekends. We are always looking for things to do, places to hang out, and places to eat. Of course, you also have to have your shopping in there as well. A lot of you are always looking for great places to get your K-pop merchandise, especially when it comes to BTS. And I use a couple of different places in Chicago specifically during those weekends for my merch. One of them is Fancy Pencil Land at H Mart in Chicago. It's technically in Niles, same thing. And another one is the K-pop shop in Chinatown. Now, as we explore bigger cities, different countries, and other areas that as we move forward, we're looking at expansion. This isn't going to include any place that BTS has held a concert or could potentially do one in the future. So make sure you keep your eyes open for those favorite K-pop places, your favorite food, your favorite shopping destinations, and places to hang out in the locations of their concerts in the future. Make sure you let us know, and we'll do our best to kind of coordinate and see what we can come up with. We want to make sure that ARMY from all over, no matter where they're attending a concert, can have just as much fun as those of us in Chicago. So now you're wondering, what can I do to help out? Well, make sure you email us with any suggestions for events in your area. Participate in the events that we hold if you are attending that concert in that town. And make sure to retweet, post on Instagram, and share our events on Facebook so that ARMY all over can find the events and enjoy them as well. So right now the question is, what does the future look like for Army to Army events? Well, I am in hopes that it is as bright as our past. We are looking to expand worldwide so we can hold events in all cities that BTS have gone to, are currently going to, or could potentially go to in the future. We do currently have some state representatives here in the U.S., but are always looking for more locally as well as across the world. If you would like to become a representative of Army to Army and hold events in your city, please let me know. We're always accepting, and we're always looking for new and bright shiny things and places to help Army enjoy the tours better. Now in the future, we would like to include all K-pop artists and hold events around the world during their concerts as well. We have already done J Park, which was more of like a dinner. We had some hanging out time. We've also we're looking at doing stuff for Monsta X and for Stray Kids if they were to ever tour in the U.S. Those are just to name a few. I've also done a few things for like CL. We did some stuff for BAP. And I think that's pretty much all for right now. Now, if you would like to become an Army to Army events representative in your state or country, please feel free to email us at the email listed below. Again, we're hoping that our future is just as bright as J-Hope's smile. So some things we've looked at for future Army adventures and events during the concert weekends are a trip to the Brookfield Zoo, which is all ages, a river cruise, which I believe is all ages as well, Garfield Park Conservatory, again, all ages, Riverwalk, all ages, and now the Blue Man Group, I believe you have to be 8 years old and older. These are just a few things that we've looked at to go ahead and do for Army during the weekend, or even outside of concerts when this starts to get going a little bit better. So let me know what you think. For the Map of the Soul tour in Chicago this year, we had planned on doing a small project called Macaroons for Army. Now, we had begun raising money and had gotten quite a few of the items for the little packages, and the only thing left to do was actually make the macaroons. Unfortunately, with the postponement of the tour, this as well had to be postponed. Now, When the tour finally is rescheduled, we will be using the same merchandise, although the dates will be different. These are for the original date, and I think it would mean a little bit more to fellow Army. So these packages included, obviously, macaroons, and we were doing galaxy macaroons with rose centers and strawberry champagne centered. We also included an Army to Army events button, a business card, lip balm, a door hanger, and custom tour bracelets. We were offering these free to the first 100 guests each day. So we were having 50 rose centered, 50 champagne centered on day 1, and 50 of each on day 2. We had a few extra door hangers and pins and other things, but that's what our main focus was with the first 100 each day. So one of the things we were planning to do for the tour this year was have a VIP dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe in Chicago. Now, they allowed us to rent the entire upper mezzanine of the restaurant, which could hold approximately 150 people. We had a menu all planned out. We were going to have an Uno competition with a huge prize package, doing custom cotton candy, and a VIP package which included VIP badge entry and more. Now, once everything settles down, things get back to normal, and the dates are rescheduled, this of course will still be a thing. Look forward to it. So now the question is, what did we have planned for this year? Well, besides the VIP Army experience at the Hard Rock Cafe, we were also going to do another VIP karaoke for those that were 21 and over at Suck Your Karaoke Bar in Chinatown. We also planned an Army get-together at Navy Pier, shopping adventures, a day in the park, and beach time. Now, all of our ticketing for our events is hosted by Eventbrite. So the video here has some adventures that my friend Megan, who is the one who got me into K-pop to begin with all those years ago, her and I kind of go around to Chicago to kind of test out some areas. We've gone to different parks, different shopping places, different food places, just to kind of see what they have to offer and if it's something or some place we would like to include in future events during BTS's concerts. With that being said, go ahead, sit back, and enjoy this video. If you have any questions, let us know. And we're always accepting of ideas. If you have a special place in Chicago that you like to hang out, or as we expand places in your city or around the world that you think other Army would enjoy as well, and you think it'd be a cool time to have an event there, go ahead, send us an email, let us know what you think and what you got. If you have any contact information, it's even better.
I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next story. I want to make you mine. 그 찰나의 시간에 그 모습을 놓친 내 마음이 아쉬워해. 후회가 돼 다시 그 찰나가 있기를. 달빛 조각 하나하나 모아 어제와 같은 모습으로 내 앞에 와주세요. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next story. I want to make you mine. I still wonder, wonder, beautiful story. Still wonder, wonder, best part. I still wonder, wonder, next door. I want to make you mine. 발자국 남기고 떠나가시면 제가 그 온길 지킬게요. 흑백 속에 남길게요.
Thank you so much for sticking with me and enjoying my little presentation right here. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to send me an email or DM me on Facebook. As always, thank you so much. This has been an introduction to Army events. I am Crystal. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Bora hey!